Well, you can see it's pretty active across Colorado right now. Also over into parts of Kansas and Nebraska. We have snow in the foothills, high country. We've even had some thunderstorms earlier today in our far southeastern corner where they're getting some much needed rain. Snow continues in the high country. We'll start by zooming in north of the Denver area. It's been kind of a rain snow mix in some areas. As it gets colder, you can see that rain snow line starting to move more to the snowy side. But we are getting some heavier snowfall in northern Colorado. So I-25, watch out along there. But it's great to see some of that precipitation. You can see also some rain snow mix out towards DIA. High country still getting some snow, as is the western slope. So again, these are areas that really need it, but just watch out along those mountain passes for the next couple of days as we're expecting the snow and wind that could create some issues. A wider look at what's happening across the country. This is storm number 1 for us, but number 2 already making landfall up in parts of the Pacific Northwest. They're getting some heavy rainfall up in that area. That will cruise our way on Sunday. But for tonight, what we're looking at is there's still rain and snow across the board. In the Denver area, it's snowing very lightly right now. If you're getting snow, don't expect a ton of accumulation. Some areas to the north, you may see a little bit more, especially on those grassy areas. But overnight tonight, skies will clear out a bit. So by tomorrow morning, eastern plains, we should be clear and a little bit chilly, and snow will continue in the high country. If you're heading to Kansas or Nebraska, expect some pretty hazardous conditions. They're expecting a lot of snow out that way. Some of that backs into Colorado to our northeastern plains on Saturday. And then Saturday, again, we get a little bit of a lull, still some light snow out there. And then heading into Sunday, more snow moves into the state, starting in our southwestern corner. Still have that snow from Nebraska and into Wyoming. And then that gets more widespread as we head into the afternoon hours. We don't expect a ton of accumulation here on Sunday either. It's certainly going to get really cold for us, though. So the models only go up past 3 o'clock on Sunday, but we may see this stick around into the evening and maybe even through Monday morning. So we have winter weather advisory still in place for our high country through Saturday at noon or early morning hours. Out in the eastern plains, you can see from Phillips and Sedgwick counties down into Yuma County. We are expecting that in place through Saturday night into Sunday. So just watch out for some blowing snow and a couple inches of snow out on our eastern plains. Right now we have 32 in Denver, 34 in Fort Collins, 30s out on our eastern plains. Our warm spot is down into our southeastern corner in the 40s, and we have 20s, 30s in the high country, mainly in the 30s on the western side of the state. 35 degrees from our weather watcher Bob in southeast Greeley. He's had some rain at his house, and we have 36 degrees here downtown. High humidity, though, again, you can see that, you can feel it, and we have that light snow right now. Earlier today, we only got to 35 degrees out at DIA, and that came at 1 o'clock in the morning. 38 degrees downtown, 46 is our average, so well below that. We'll be a little bit closer tomorrow with the breakup of some of those clouds. We had some freezing fog earlier today. They just never quite broke up enough for us to get into those 40s. 26 tonight in Denver, 27 in Fort Collins, 20s, low 30s out east. We have teens, 20s to the single digits in the high country. Now, checking out our highs for tomorrow, we go up a little bit, but it's still fairly chilly out there. It's going to be windy as we expect that next storm to roll on in. So 46 in Denver and Boulder, 40s out on our eastern plains, 20s, 30s in the high country. And checking out our 5-day forecast heading into the weekend, 32 on Sunday with that next storm. And again, we may see some light snow continue into Monday morning, but we're not back above freezing until Tuesday. And even then, our overnight lows are going to be pretty chilly around here.
Well, for once, the weather's going to match the calendar.
Exactly.
Thank you, Lauren.